trucking lady. Lady in the street, diva in the seat. She's a trucking lady. Trucking lady. Lady in the street, diva in the seat. She's a trucking lady. Trucking lady. Lady in the street, diva in the seat. She's a trucking.
The Circa better for this thing. I tell you, that's a beautiful hotel. I know you don't want to stay in like old.
What those do? Parents used to stay there all the time.
But when I brought it up, you say, "Oh, there's nothing down there."
I mean, we've been down there before. We went to the Link and.
Yeah, no, the Link is not in Old Vegas. Link is down by the
the
big
Link, and then we went on the little. Didn't we do the zip line? That's one on the strip, right?
No, we didn't do the Slotzilla. We did the other one that's over there by the Link.
AKA Gangsta Dog. Three Bridges. Okay.
Y'all can hear me out here. So we just left out of Las Vegas, still heading our way down to California for tomorrow for a delivery. So I just kind of wanted to come out here and chat, just kind of fill you in from like the last video a little bit more. So with my last videos from last season, I was more so doing a lot of video on like how I started in trucking and my training experience, and I wish I would have did that earlier, because that was so long ago in my career, you know, so remembering stuff isn't as fresh. But I will say that I do remember a majority of it, and that's why I was able to do those 10 episodes. But I want to, like I said, I'm going to start doing more current content and like things, just filling in on things that we missed last time. So in the last video, I kind of alluded to something that we did probably in August. It was like August last year. My husband was still on the truck because he got off the truck in September for a little while. And we bought an RV. So we got some adventures and plans coming up. So my kids are now in Salt Lake City, so I've been able to see them a couple of times since they moved to Salt Lake, because their dad got stationed at Hill Air Force Base, and I've been able to get out there a few times to see them, and so they were able to see my truck and they were so excited. And so my son is graduating in May, and we have a camping trip that we're coming up with. So he asked for his graduation gift if he could go camping, so I said sure. And my husband said it was a great idea for us to kind of We did one shakedown trip. We didn't get a lot of footage of that, but I will insert some photos and some video. It's not great, so I don't know if I'm gonna do that, but I will at least put some of the video from when we bought our RV. We went with a Forest River Cruise Light, Salem Cruise Light 261 BHXL, and we just went with a beginner camper because we have no experience. If we upgrade, then we will, but we're thinking about doing some renovations. And I hope you really can hear me because the wind has just picked up, so I don't know if you can still hear me, but we're gonna start our own a YouTube channel for our I'm not sure if you can see, my husband got the drone going up back there, but we're going to start doing some YouTube channel stuff for our RV, and we got some major plans that we're going to announce later on down the road once we get some official things. But what's it saying? Hubby, say hey.
What's up?
He doesn't like really being on camera too much, so I gotta sneak it in when I can. You might see this sticker back, or this magnet right here for Truckin' Lady Podcast. I'm mad because I don't have it on the other side. I didn't even realize that I must have lost it in a washout when I got my truck washed. So, and I used to have a sticker for Riri, the dog right there. I used to have a sticker for her, but, or not a sticker, but a magnet, but that fell off too on this side. So, we're trying to see if hubby can get the drone going. Like I said, it's kind of windy, so I hope you can hear me. But with our RV channel, like I said, we're going to talk about some things that are similar to trucking and the RV life, because we've been tiny living in this truck. Literally, there's no bathroom or running water. I have a makeshift kitchen, and I will go into more videos with me cooking and the things I use and everything like that. But if we can live in this together, then we can do it in an RV. We can make it in an RV in tight quarters. But there's a lot of similarities, and I'm going to go also, that's also going to be a topic of what's similar about being a trucker and a RVer. We did have it, it's a towable, and we got a different vehicle for it. And I have experience with towing, of course, because I towed this big old 53-foot trailer. So, but yeah, so right now I'm just walking around. I wanted to kind of show you guys a little bit of some things here. So I have a lock on my trailer for extra security, and this is with the seal to verify that the load integrity is maintained until delivery. So a couple of things that has happened since I last talked to you a few months ago, not a few months ago, it's about 6 months ago. I was driving, hubby was with me, pulled over just for a break, and one of the back tires was on fire, so I had to run to the front, grab my fire extinguisher and put it out. It's the second trailer fire that I've had. So another thing I'm getting used to as well is, because you remember my format before, I had my studio set up in my truck and I was using my dash cam. So now I'm getting comfortable with filming in public, which I'm still scared, a little nervous. So can y'all drop in the comments how y'all got over doing that? Because I still feel like I'm just like, I don't know, I feel like, I don't know, it's a weird feeling, I guess you can say. So another thing that's, while I'm out here walking the dog, another thing that's hard to do is also remember to film when I'm working, because I am on a clock per se, and it's not always feasible for me to remember to grab my camera and stuff like that. So I'm still getting used to that. Still getting new at remembering to record. I have to remind my husband sometimes to pick up the camera and record some stuff. Come on, Ray. So bear with me as I'm working on that. And like I said, there's some videos I'm gonna talk about, some safety videos, some comparison between RV life and truck life, so preparing for weather, how I work, basically how being a trucker works, kind of showing you how I fuel, how my pickups and drop-offs work, because I don't unload trucks, nor do I load them. So that's great, and it's 100% no touch free, at least in my experience. Come on, truck's right here. So that's one thing that I do enjoy. I'll also show some maintenance videos on things I gotta keep up with out here on the road, and just everyday care, you know, how we do stuff, take care of stuff, how we have fun out here, what we do to do something different other than sitting in the truck, you know, our downtime, relaxing. Well, my husband's always downtime. He's 100% retired, so from the Air Force, 20 years. So this is my Qualcomm. This is what keeps track of my hours. As you can see, I have 3 hours and 15 minutes left. DOT, Department of Transportation, is what monitors our time. So it shows I've been on duty for 20 minutes. That's my pre or post trip that I do at the beginning or end of each shift. And I will show that video another time of me actually doing one and what it's like, everything I got to look for and inspect. But basically, this is, I need to change into off duty, and so my clock can basically start coming back after 10 hours. So this just explains my 8 hours. I could do 8 hours of driving before I have to take a 30-minute break. I can do 11 hours legally of driving a day. I can have 14 hours on duty a day and 70 hours on duty a week. These over here is the hours I get back tonight at midnight, Central Standard Time. And basically it shows back how many hours I get back over the next 8 days. This thing sometimes doesn't want to work. So yeah, that's just how we literally are on the clock all day, every day for the most part. So when truckers are out here, we're running against the clock for real. So that's the hard part, because a lot of people don't understand that. So that's just a little something I wanted to throw in there. So y'all have a good one. What's up, y'all? Man, today has been a day. So I finally got to California. I had a load that was due at 6:30 or 18:30 for my military people out there, and I get to the place, they don't have my appointment. And since it's a customer that's not very accommodating for missed appointments, even though I was on time according to what time I knew I had to be there, but I believe according to these bills that I have in my hands, the appointment time on here says April 13th at 08:30. So I think someone fat fingered and put 18:30, made me miss my appointment, and they said that it hasn't been rescheduled. So most likely I won't get another appointment until tomorrow. Woohoo! So this is another downside to trucking sometimes, is like my whole day, I had a pre-plan. I was going back to Arizona to pick up sometime tomorrow. Then it was going up to California for Saturday. So it's like, great, I already know where I'm going. I've been to this place. I actually was just there like 5 days ago. But yeah, like I said, it's part of the trucking industry. One thing so we're at this truck stop in Ontario, California. Actually the same one that I showed you earlier in the video, believe it or not. That was on my last video, for episode 1. I'm at that truck stop, but I'm here for parking this time. And my husband was trying to help me scope the parking space, and he was like, why don't you park right there? I was like, well, babe, you know, this is something we gotta keep in mind too when we become RVers. I don't park just anywhere. I like to make sure I leave an out for myself. That's another thing. So is to maintain awareness of your trailer swing. So that's another thing that I have to constantly remind myself, especially when I know my tandems are slid pretty close to the front of the trailer than average. So what I say is usually the 6th hole is for California, is usually that's as far back as they can be. I usually like to go between the 8th and the 10th hole. That gives me about maybe 1.5 foot difference, maybe 2 feet difference. And it also shifts the weight for every hole. It's about 250 pounds. So that's, you know, that's quite a bit of weight shifting if I need to. So I always try to remember my trailer swing. The other thing I try to remember is, for safety purposes, like my husband's with me now, so it's not as common, but this place is not dark yet. So if it was nighttime, what I would do is I would stop at the fuel pumps, go to the restroom, get whatever I needed in the store. I don't talk to people. I don't like tell people what my plans are. Then I will come find a parking space. I keep all my interior lights off. Any lights that I have on off, especially when it's dark. Then I park, close my curtains, and then I turn my lights on so people don't see that I'm alone. But since my husband's with me, my safety is not as much. But I also have some safety gear, you know, like a lot of the things that we use on the truck can be used as a weapon, like a tire thumper. I have a mallet, you know, those are things that I need to use for everyday work. So I don't, you know, it's not legal because I'm under federal regulations to carry a, you know, a pow, you know what I'm saying? So can't carry that, and I don't know if I can say the word on YouTube. YouTube is sometimes finicky about certain words. So I can't carry legally on my truck, and I can't be sneaky about it because the fact is that I have to go through weigh stations. There's so many states, type of things there. They sniff out different things, but they do have those. So we're not allowed to carry weapons, unfortunately, because like I said, I'm under U.S. government laws, so it's not the same as state laws. So I have and it's plus, even though I have my own LLC, my number that's on the side of my truck is not mine. It's under Prime, of course. So I have to go by their laws, their rules as well. We can't have them on the truck because it's their DOT number. So, but yeah, so I just want to talk about my day a little bit, kind of just fill y'all in. And I literally just got done driving. Even though I only drove 200 miles today, I drove majority of the miles yesterday, but still just a lot of frustration when things don't go as planned. So out there in the real world, a lot of things don't go as planned. Same thing in the trucking world. Just because I have an appointment don't mean that that's the actual appointment. So, but y'all have a good one. I will check back in with y'all another time on the next episode of A Trucking Lady. Please make sure you like, subscribe, comment, share, do all those things, help the channel grow. If there's any content you would like to see more of, please let me know, because I'm always looking for fresh new content. It's only so much I can do out here in the trucking world. It's only so much new stuff I can bring to you based off of what I think people want to see. But you as my viewers, I would like to know what you want to see. So y'all be safe out there. I will do my best to be safe as well. Hubby's outside walking the fur baby, so I guess I will talk to y'all later. Everybody stay blessed.